When one door closes, Varshan has a message from Shalian. Do you care about story spoilers, Demon? I mean, it's gonna be different considering the fact you'll be using your character for the story, but still. At least, when it comes to this story, there's a big feeling of difference when you use your character versus other characters, but still. You don't care? Okay. Ah, Kusuriya, one of my clerks was just here with a message for you. The students of Baldessian request your presence in Shaolin at your earliest convenience. Indebted as I am to our friends, I had hoped I too might be of service, but it is you alone they require. If you've no pressing business, pray make your way to the Baldessian Annex at once. Ojika awaits your arrival. In the meantime, I shall continue showing Ajdaha the city. From notable landmarks to the people's lives, there is still much and more for her to see. Oh, there's Ajdaha. There's a little dragon. Right here. Farewell for now, my friend. I look forward to the day we set forth on another adventure together. It might be sooner than we think. Okay. So we need to go over here to Shalian. I'll say I will miss the music in this place. It's so good. I know, I'll look at that. It's snowing in this place. Perfect time for winter. Also, this is my character, by the way. How do I... No, that's not what I wanted. I forget. How do you, turn off the, Wait a second. Controls. Where's controls? I was trying to figure out how to make the, UI disappear. And I'm trying to remember how I did that. Scroll lock? Oh, that works too. That works better than whatever combination I had. But yeah, this is the character. I did not go for the cutesy aura vibe with the female aura, to say the least. I made a character I made in like a roleplay like, years ago that I really liked the design of, so I just recreated her in here. And I don't like inserting myself in the games. I just make a character. But I do like the design that I have come up with for her. She's like that neutral middle ground between like the edgy and the cutesy. She's just neutral. She's absolutely neutral, or has a face where she's quietly judging you all the time. Alright. I just gotta make sure. Yeah, we're good. A warm and hearty welcome to you, Kusuriya. I gather you received our message? Please wait here while I fetch Cryo and Graha. Thank you for coming on such short notice. Oh. Turn off the auto events, especially since you're not talking. Forgive us for sending you so soon after your trials in the void. Now then, we aren't actually the ones who require your presence, but Aaronville. He stopped by recently, you see, and asked us to reach out to you on his behalf. I imagine you're as surprised as we are, given that he was supposed to be away on a long expedition. Something must have necessitated a change in his plans. All he would tell me is that there is someone whom he wishes Kusuriya to meet. He also mentioned that he would be tending to business at the studio. Shall we go? Shall we look for him there? I am reminded I have not completed the alliance raids yet, so I should probably do that today as well, maybe. Like, I have not done the alliance raids, and that needs to be done ASAP. Yeah, the studio, right? Yeah. Where's the... There it is. Now then, where is Aaronville? That chat box is going crazy right now.
Aaronville!
Auto events?
Apologies for the wait. I hope I haven't called you away from anything important. I chanced upon some commissioned items at my destination, so I thought I might deliver them.
Where did you go, if I may ask?
The New World. Tural.
You went to Tural? Then the person who you wish to introduce...
Aye, she hails from there. I present to you...
Present to you who? Who exactly?
Well, it seems you've lost her.
Did she wander off?
There she is.
Sorry. It's just so different here. I can't help but want to explore.
Well, while you were exploring, your candidate came to us. This is her, the adventurer you crossed the seas to meet.
Ooh, you weren't exaggerating. It's plain she's no ordinary woman. I'm Uklamat, claimant to the throne of Tulihuela.
Tulihuela.
It's Tural's governing nation. The capital bears the same name.
One, I am glad we're using Shadowbringer's music. It's nice that we got this track again. And two, hi Guardian. Things are going well. We're going through the last story bit from Endwalker. It's probably not going to be that long, but you never know. We're meeting the princess of Tural and Tulal. It's that's a very hard name to pronounce. No problem, Demon. Have a good one. Thank you for coming by. I got a watch streak. Whoa! Yes, you do, Guardian. Yes, you do. Talk to you later as well, Demon.
I'll get to the point. I want you to come with me to my homeland.
Very blunt. I also got called trash by another person's PGR chat because I got hit by a boss during co-op while with the streamer and a whale. I legit got mad. They were so lucky they were not in my stream. I would ban them. Oh, sounds rough. That just sounds rough, Guardian. Wait, is that why you were inviting me to this as like moral support or something like that? Because I saw the invite. I was like, I'm out of stamina, Guardian. I came in to do my dailies and then leave. I was just inviting you because you were on. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. But other people in the chat were nice to me and told the dude in chat to stop. That's good. That's good. At least they told the dude. At least there were some people who were reasonable.
Given the magnitude of the request, perhaps you should explain why you're making it?
You probably should. I mean, you're trying to whisk me away to the new world and all that. I couldn't help being hit by a boss. It was also Berserk mode. Yeah. Which boss was it? I forgot the name. Is it the sisters? Osiris? Rosetta? Osiris. Yeah, there's gonna be at least one or two fins that are gonna hit you no matter what, so that makes sense. Like, there's so many fins that happens, especially in the later stages of that fight. Like, it's gonna be hard for you to not get hit.
Of course. Soon, an event of great import will be held in Tural. The Rite of Succession. Taking the form of a contest, it will determine who next ascends the throne. As daughter to its present keeper, I will participate. And I have every intention of winning. I
Oh.
was searching for champions to join me when Erenville told me about you. A mighty warrior who knows no fear, who sweeps aside terrible fiends as if they were reeds, who flew to the edge of existence, saved our star.
We're just like, yeah, there might be a bit of exaggeration, but, yeah.
She asked who Eorzea's greatest hero was, and so I told her. Much more elegantly, I might.
Now you know why. You'll come to Tural, yes?
I mean...
Wait, let's all just slow down. Wuklamat, was it? You claim to be of the royal family, but is it not the Mamulja who rule in Tural?
Tulihyolal is a nation of many peoples. Not only the Mamulsha, as some across the seas are quick to assume. That said, its present ruler is a Mamulsha, and one blessed with two heads besides.
Two heads?
He's also my father.
Was
Not by
that
blood,
supposed to be some kind of...
obviously, but he raised me as his own.
He's... Wait, a father?
So that is the way of it. My apologies if I was indelicate.
Hardly. I know little about your land, and nothing about your parentage. But in my eagerness, I've gotten ahead of myself. I can't expect you to agree on the spot when we've only just met.
Uh-huh.
If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Just know, though,
Give me one
that
second.
if it's adventure you seek, you could do far worse than come with me.
Oh yeah, but it's not just adventuring. We're competing and fighting intentionally for some form of gain.
Now, this is is only a rumor. But apparently, the contest will involve the fabled city of gold and the legendary beast, Valyarmanda.
The what beast?
Tell me that doesn't pique your interest.
Well, the Gold City piques my interest because of certain person's words. I've heard of it before.
So the tales have reached even these shores. Can't help but feel proud.
I advise you not to put much store by these rumors. Golden cities are not but a dreamer's fancy.
They exist, though.
Says the dreamer who was bent on finding one when he was a child. Just because you failed doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
It does exist as far as Emmett was concerned.
Tuliolal and the Golden City. Just like in the letter to Grandfather.
Regardless of what the contest may entail, it'll be no simple thing. If I'm to triumph, I'll need capable and dependable companions. So let's go on a hunt together. There's no better way to get acquainted.
Oh, that completed that quest. The game is afoot. Why were you talking about Sherlock Holmes? I thought those references were be saved for Hildebrand or something. The chance to not only see Tural, but the fabled Golden City besides. This is the stuff of grand adventures, my friend. Which is not to say you should hastily accept this invitation, mind. There's still a great deal we do not know. Let's begin to rectify that by first getting acquainted with our visitor in the manner she suggests. I'm not certain what might be a suitable location for a hunt, however. When I was at the guild earlier, I learned about a petition from researchers on the Isle of Ham. You went there not long ago and called some unruly fauna, of course, but according to recent reports, other ordinarily docile fauna have grown savage. It's believed that they've been unsettled by some manner of predator, and so the researchers seek assistance with identifying and dispatching it. As part of your hunt, perhaps you might answer the petition? What is this music? The isle isn't far, and we would also be helping those in need. That works for me. Just so you know, I've honed my skills against some of the fiercest beasts in Tural. Whatever this creature is, it had better be able to put up a proper fight, or it'll end before we have the chance to get acquainted. And before we can prove ourselves capable and dependable companions... My apologies, but I must see to some preparations. Pray, go on ahead to the Isle. I will join you as soon as possible. If the rest of you are ready, let us head to the harbor. This being guild ship business, it should be simple enough to secure a vessel. Oh, I guess there is some stuff I didn't accept. Huh. I do need to check some things, it seems. Seeking Sanctuary. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's Criterion over there. I used to think it's Criterion. I forgot about this one. The only thing I'll skip is these. Because I don't really care about the, Yeah, skip this cutscene. I don't really care about the minstrel stuff. I mean, they're nice little cutscenes, but nothing I really care about for now. What is this quest about? Disciplines of the land or hand? Okay. Huh, wonder what's that about? I think this is the, yeah, that's the Aether front. Oh, we got an instance battle, so, that's something. So we have to take a ship? Ugh, and I barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause, and a hunt. Come, let's get going. Upon boarding the ship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. In addition, you'll be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event you are defeated, you'll be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note, if you enter battles associated with our quest or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Hold on. What level are we? 640. That's fine. Soon we'll be able to get the best gear in an easier way.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Dawntrail.
I loved this dungeon when it came out. It was really nice.
Oh, a white bear. I wonder what it tastes like.
The poor bear. And don't hunt it,
Remember,
please.
We're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I know.
So disappointed.
So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Charlian.
He has. Kono's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in this city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio? Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Charlian to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
This is the stir, wouldn't it?
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret.
Oh, it's someone we might know, but it's hidden.
Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to carry the
wait.
barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Wait, is he just one of the people who, one of the quest givers in the crafter job quests over there?
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can.
That might explain the 1 mil Mikote that was in the poster. That might be the brother. Which means... Okay, I think I know what I'm looking for. What is going on? This is new.
The researchers should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
Over there. Wait, we're all the way over there?
Ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me.
Where's my... There it is.
Right, let's hunt our fill.
Look! Someone's in trouble.
Yeah, taste my axe.
These animals are usually so docile.
Hopefully that wasn't too loud for everybody. Oh, thank goodness you've come. I take it, you're the one who answered our petition. Wait, aren't you? You are! Kusuriya the adventurer who saved our star. Without our meeting was under better circumstances. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transporter here when I suddenly found myself surrounded. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Once docile animals have grown strangely aggressive. My colleagues there can tell you more. Huh. This is weird. If you'll give me just a moment, I can finish our checking our equipment.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Sure is interesting.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
There's another fin over there. The adventurer come to answer my petition, I assume? I presume? We're most fortunate to have one of your considerable skill here to aid us. A creature of unknown origins has been sighted on the island in recent days, and we believe its presence has affected the local fauna. Huh. Most likely some from the New World? The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected we've encountered thus far, though we dare not go back. Your task is to quell any threats you find and search for the traces of the beast responsible for all of this. If you should find anything at all, we would be most grateful if you would share it with us.
I'll handle this.
Oh, that's cool. Oh,
That all.
she really took care of all of that. Wow.
Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
Beast carcass. You find ravaged beast remains, torn to shreds by sharp
These
talons.
claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
I have a whole new area over here. Not a whole new area, but still. It's close enough. How large do you suppose it is? Hey, wait! There's a plumage. Which is feathers, right? You find feathers scattered around the ground. There are signs of a fierce struggle.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
So, how do you prefer our prey? Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Ah. The cloying stench of fresh leavings assail your nostrils. Oh, okay. Whatever beast left them is likely still close by.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far. Let's head back and report.
Oh, okay. Alright. Even so, we should check the researcher first. What in the world?
Powerful wings and razor-sharp talons. Worthy prey. Ah! What is that thing? It speaks?
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Woklamat.
Right. Just so we're clear, I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Sorry.
Forgive me, but I failed to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat.
Okay.
Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit!
Defeat the giant colibri.
Although you like bird, I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. I've already, you blasted bird! Look out!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Not good. Quickly, gather together. I've got you.
Oh.
That was too close.
I wonder if that's gonna be a skill. Probably not, right? So just like before.
Spread out, everyone.
Who paid for that?
Oh.
Thank you. Hardly a tickle. Try this.
There goes his wings.
Now, you loud bastard!
There we go. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
And I had barely limbered up.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Only to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt. But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Dirty tricks, dirty tricks.
What the
Dark
heck?
and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily.
It's still fine.
Leave this to me.
What? Mogul Bee. Mogul Bee.
Cryo.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Oh, she does have an outfit change.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
After hearing of the contest, I thought how wonderful it would be to join you. In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamat. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
Oh, there's the clover.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
I'm glad to have been of service.
May I ask what inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin. Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar, rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind, again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute. And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer. With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
I wonder whether ever will make Graha's class at all.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession. Is there any particular reason?
Probably be a design nightmare, though.
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal. It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students' archives. The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant. What does the letter say?
Dawn servant, so Dawntrail.
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn servant himself?
Huh.
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tulihyolal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no? This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, it would have been in Turali. And what's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
So the signature
I
is
see.
true.
Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuli Yolal. I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
Monster Hunter style. But with the wildlife pacified and researchers safe, our task is complete. That just leaves the matter of the colibri meat. For better or for worse, there is really only one place we can take it here in Australian, the Last Stand. Come, let's see what Dick can cook up for us. Let us see indeed. Let us see indeed. Whoops. That's more manageable. That's better. Oh, now there's a famished face if I've seen one. What can I get you, Kusuriya? Oh ho! Bird meat from the hunt, you say? Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. It's a new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like, here.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Probably from famine, right?
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
According to Dickon, intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
Oh no.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
I remember that story. That's thanks to a wonderful friend of ours.
It's nothing I can't handle.
I have a feeling we're gonna have a lot of Monster Hunter
Your
vibes with
boorish
this
manners
with the upcoming
reflect poorly
expansion.
on the both of us. I wish you would consider your station.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
I thick as thieves since we were little.
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
What is going on with
I
this
see.
relationship?
I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead.
Yes, please do.
Since ancient times, many peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then,
Tuliolal.
we've enjoyed an era of
Tuliolal.
uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
A man who is too ambitious by half.
Really?
Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural. While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
What?
After everything my father has done to give us peace, He would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I
Well.
understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
Because they're not.
Oh, it's more than appropriate. The Dawn servant himself expressly encourages it.
Oh, well, he probably does because he doesn't want
The ruler of
war.
Dawntrail must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies. That's why I sought you out. Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well. And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment. But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the Baldessian Annex.
That's very kind of you. Oh, and one more thing. Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
Is that how we're gonna end the? Yeah, seems so. Whether Look Clement has the makings of a ruler, I couldn't say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I report our mission success to the guild ship. I wouldn't have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. I do need the meals. Oh, we do have one more. The Coming Dawn. We got a package. A free gift. Well, I dare say we now have a fair grasp of Look Lamont's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her invitation. Why not use it to learn more about Toral? Neomenon is bound to have some information on the continent. It certainly wouldn't hurt to be better informed. Quite right. No, I wouldn't help you make an informed decision, but if you do choose to go, you would be better prepared for what awaits. Come, my friend, let us be off to the archives. Let's go to the studium so we can get to the place we're actually going to, which is right over here. I forgot putting away is just sitting there. Still just sitting there. Origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Wahagi a tribe in the distant continent of Toral. Wait, blue magic came from there? Blue magic is the actual thing that's been archived? What? The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it, they have learned to harness the power of the wildlife around them. Oh. In exchange for teaching them the common tongue, I was permitted to live among them and train in their ways. Those days were some of the most grueling I remember, but they were tremendously rewarding. There's actually someone who like a real practitioner of blue magic. There's a real one somewhere. For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred grounds. It is so named for the cerulean deposit that wells up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Wahi's art and make the animal's powers my own. As no name existed for it in the common tongue, I took liberty of naming it Blue Magic. Ah, the reason I chose this color, as you will have doubtless gleamed, is for the significance it holds to the Wahi. The Walaji. Is it Walaji or Wahi? I cannot think of a name more fitting to honor the people from whom the noble magic was born. Okay, so blue magic lore is increasing for whatever reason. We'll make a full circle. What's this book about? Lines in the Sand, the Geopolitics of Heidelin. What? Let's begin by comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents of Toral. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely within the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches of both northern and southern hemispheres, and the difference immediately presents itself in the form of climate variance. Shifts in climate tend to be gentler when moving east and west, but harsher when moving north and south. Owing to this fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case in point is the Algans, who rose to power in Aldenard, before advancing east into Ilsabard. Their movement would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, although the disparate tribes of Toral waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make any great headway, north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce dense jungle. Such was the way of it. Under the leader of Moja, succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat. Truly, it is a testament of the Ontark's greatness. Ontark's greatness. What's the Ontark? Is that the leader? No. The leader is the Dawn servant. I'm assuming Dawntrail will be like the name of the new ruler, right? Every land has given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Toral is no exception. Yet while some of her creatures have become a familiar sight in Eorzea, many more exist that are rarely seen in this side of the Indigo Deep. This tomb introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca. Accustomed to Toral's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands, of years. Their soft white fleece is highly praised by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Wivery? This ferocious scalekin is native to the dense jungles of Toral. The Mamuja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense size and power, it should come as no surprise that the Wivery is also employed as a siege beast. Any fortifications cannot long withstand this horned brute's rampage. Valagarmanda. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of beasts and the very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. I think this is the long snake-like dragon with feathers and whatnot that was teased, right? But that was a short description for that guy. Anyways, off to the last book. Where's Graha? I'm not seeing Graha. There he is. We made a good decision making a circle. It is impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of that land from which many of our modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Toral. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origins to the New World as the places known to most. Which is about right for, I think, for our own New World. That's, I think, accurate. I think tomatoes were introduced once the New World was found, so. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year 1498 of the 6th Astral Era, where a Minsa sailor named Kentenram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the theretofore unknown continent. Ketaram spent several moons exploring inland, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamuja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won, along with the permission to roam freely. Ketaram would return to Toral several times, but during his first expedition, he charted the land and gathered myriad root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa Lomitsa. The most notable of these was the popoto. Or not the popoto, but the popoto. Whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty of Ketaram's expeditions to Toral. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends such as that of the Golden City reached our shores by the way of his ship. To those outside of Ketaram's circle, Toral largely remained shrouded in mystery, yet its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish the chance to immerse themselves in the culinary culture of that faraway continent. Having perused a wide selection of books related to Toral, you are somewhat better informed about your potential destination. Grahatia will be eager to know what you've discovered. Should you wish to read these books again, speak with the reference page. Scoured the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. While there are a few books wholly dedicated to the subject of Toral, I dare say we've found tidbits of useful information scattered here and there. But come, let's continue this outside. The mammoths do not take kindly to chatter. Now then, I'm quite keen to hear your honest impressions. I couldn't help but notice that we read the same book on cuisine. I was pleasantly surprised to find references to Toral within. Among them, did anything in particular pique your interest? I'm just gonna keep talking about the legendary gold, city of gold. Yeah, no. I was rather taken with the tale of Kettenrail. Ah, yes, a renowned Liminson explorer who traversed the Indigo Deep and discovered the unknown West. And his accomplishments didn't end there. He traveled to Ra extensively and even forged a friendship with the Dawn Servant. If we were able to meet Kettenrail, what things we could learn. Alas, all this happened nigh 40 years ago, and he may no longer be alive to tell his tales. But Mumon, did you perchance learn aught of the fauna of Taral? Given your adventuring background, I expect the topic would interest you. Learn about Wiveries and Naval Gramada. Ah yes, the great horned beast kept by Mamuja, who unleashed him on fortified positions to devastating effect. That reminds me, I recall hearing that a few specimens were brought to Vilgrand not long ago. Perhaps this fellow has seen him on the island. I thought I heard familiar voices. Hey look, it's the twins. They're back from Garlemald. Fancy running into the two of you here. Well, have some research of your own to do? Aye, we hope to arm ourselves with knowledge that may benefit the Garland people. Having forged a new trade agreement with Razad Han, they will next look to foster relations with other nations. This includes former imperial provinces. In view of this, we hope to find hints in history on how neighbors of different races and ideologies might engage with one another. And what of the two of you? What endeavor brings you here to stay? A nation composed of the disparate peoples of Taral. I dare say this is precisely the kind of example we seek. We do well to read up on Tulial ourselves. The contest. Is Kusuriya the only one allowed to help Wuklamat? There was no mention of such restrictions, I recall. On the contrary, Wuklamat gave us the impression that she could have several champions. I think I know how to make the most of our respite. Follow me, Alphino. We have planning to do. Alice, wait! To seem our plans have changed. If you'll excuse me. They never could rest on their laurels. Come, let us return to the annex. Oh, is that how they... No, not yet. I was gonna say, I was like, is that how they want to end it? Oh, wait. He's down the road here. Do 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 do. All right, let's see. Oh, he's looking at the statue.
Oh, it's just... Despite Despite all that we've learned, I can't help but feel we've yet to hear the whole story.
Yeah, I agree on that part.
What about you, my friend? Are you inclined to accept or refuse Worklamat's request?
I would like adventure, but I also don't want to just get into politics.
If only others had the same good sense. If the prospect troubles you, sir, why not consider what you stand to gain instead? That is an exciting journey to a faraway continent. In the course of seeing new lands and meeting new people, you might find yourself moved to help Worklamat after all. And if not, well, you quietly take your leave. A brazen plan, perhaps, but one that befits a veteran adventurer, you must agree. Such a journey would be the envy of many a scholar. Distant as it is, Tural remains largely unknown to us, with only meager records to be found in Numenon. The experiences to be had, all the things you might hear, feel, and think. It's enough to stir me to the core. Life is a series of journeys, my friend, and there's no telling what awaits us on the long road. But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another. Ah, but there's an idea. I have a matter to attend to at the Agora. Please, go on inside. I will join you shortly.
I really need to do that quest line. What's Vanguard up to? Alright, off we go. Have a Jika fetch everyone? Yes. Understood. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Welcome back, Kusuriya. If you're looking for the welcome lock, he's currently in others in there. Oh, with the others in her chambers. Okay. Fine instance. You like? Question. Okay, there we go. Let's go. To think that map was outdated. Or to think this map is already outdated. They might have to update that map.
You have the look of someone who's made up their mind. Go on then. Let's hear it.
Everyone's a turn on adventure. I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. But I dare say your time in Tural be its own reward.
You're not planning to leave without us, are you?
What the heck?
Alphano, Alice, what are you two doing here?
We happened to cross paths at Numenon earlier, you see, and I told them about Wuklamat. And when we fortuitously
Oh,
met
Wuklamat,
again
not
at the
Wuklamat.
just now, they expressed an interest in meeting our visitor.
Ah, you must be the twins who are sneaking after Erenville as toads.
What?
100 things about us you could have told her, and you chose that.
First impressions last.
He doesn't even try to defend it.
Tis an honor and a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Your Highness. Alphano Leveilleur at your service, and this is my sister Alize.
Oh no, let's not do that. I really can't stand titles. So, you want to participate in the contest too, is that right?
Indeed we do. We've been assisting with the rebuilding effort in Garlemald. Yet while progress is being made, the question remains of how the nation might reconcile with its neighbors. We believe there is much we might learn from Tuliolal, a nation founded on unity. And in return for this honor, we would spare no effort in supporting your claim.
The more the merrier, I say. And I'd be keen to learn about Eorzea and Garlemald from you as well.
Having recruited so many committed and capable allies, I presume you have no need for my continued assistance?
He's like, get me out of this, please.
Nonsense. Like I told you before, you're indispensable. They're strong, aye, but strangers to our land. They need someone to guide them, to point out the dangers, and spare them grisly deaths. I can't think of anyone better suited to that task than you. What's more, despite your assertions, I know you haven't given up on this city of gold.
As I recall, Kryl, you were the first to state your desire to visit Tural.
Perhaps I was. Still, I can't help but worry about being away just when our order is beginning to find its feet again.
You have nothing to worry about. I haven't forgotten how you held the fort while I set off to explore Alzadal's legacy. It's only fair that I return the favor. Pray, leave the students to Ojika and me.
But, Raha...
You want to retrace your grandfather's steps, don't you? This is a rare opportunity, and I insist that you seize it.
Thank you, Raha. Thank you.
Well, looks like it's settled. I'm counting on you all to help me win the throne.
I suppose now is a good time to show you what I spent a small fortune on at the Agora.
Oh, I was about to say, like, they have to update the map. That's exactly what they're doing.
There.
They're still covering
This,
off
my
the city.
friends, is the latest map of the world, created to celebrate our friendship with the Loporrits. Cast your eyes west of Sharlayan, for there it lies.
Wait, does that mean this is also the final map?
The site of your next great adventure, Tural.
And there's Mericidia, hiding in the corner there. Also, it's a much smaller map. I'll be in the minority and say I loved Endwalker as a whole. Maybe because I was a lot more invested in the lore about the Void and stuff like that than probably others were. But that's because I was a newer player and I was more the lore was more fresh to me. Anyways, give me a second. While this goes on, give me a second. I've returned. Ah. Alright. We are gonna skip. Because, I wanted to be sure there wasn't anything else. Okay, there's someone else. We're just the credits. No other hints. Oh. It's an ending quest. A rugged and ready knapsack? Oh, there is something else. Meanwhile, Limsa Lominsa.
When does the next ship set sail?
Estinian.
May I ask your destination?
The north and east, I've already seen. I suppose I'll head west this time.
West, you say?
Meanwhile, an old Australian. Rianje. Thancred.
I see you've made up your mind. I had a feeling you'd be keen.
But to think that our comrades too are thither bound. Fate doth work in mysterious ways.
Indeed. It will be a grueling task, having to contend with them.
If the prospect doth trouble thee, 'tis not too late to decline the petition. Though thine expression would suggest thou art far from perturbed.
Oh, how could I possibly be, knowing what's to come?
What? No one wants to come. What's going on?
Then let us delay no further and secure passage on a vessel.
Something they know that we don't? Well, Graha teaser is something else we don't know either.
Aye. This will be a mission to remember.
Why are you looking this way, Thancred?
Come, my friend. We make for Taral.
Means the other two are there for other reasons.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
Aww. We have been.
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north?
We haven't yet.
The fabled golden cities of the New World.
That's the next destination. And we've dealt with the... Well, kinda. I haven't dealt with it, but we have dealt with the other one. So, Still a couple things missing. Mercidia, Treasure Islands. Row forth to break the horizon's bond and tread the gilded path beyond. Emmett Silk just added. They did that just so Emmett Silk's added.